Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Blurry Vision Book Review. This is where we read a book. Then, oh yes, we're all dressed up in Christmas today, by the way. Miranda hooked me up. My name is Teresa.
I'm Miranda.
This is where we read a book. And then as we're reading this book, then we pick a drink based off of the book, or maybe a drink that they drank in the book or something, and then we drink the drink while we're talking to you. So today we read a book called, the title was How the Grump Saved Christmas. It's another Claire Kingsley book. She's the writer. Really love her books. This one was different than any book that we'd ever read by her.
Yes.
This one, I referred to it as a cutesy little love story with minimal spice. So this one is a full love story. It's just, how did you refer to it?
I referred to it as a small town romance / Hallmark-ish.
Hallmark-ish, yes.
It's very, very you could predict the couple, you could predict the ending, but there were little quirks in there that you're like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
No.
But it was very cutesy. I like that. It was very cutesy.
A cutesy little love story. Did you want to do a disclaimer today on this one? Do we need it?
I don't think we even need a disclaimer on this one.
Do we need a discller for us?
Oh,
probably.
We for sure need a disclaimer for us.
I don't know what'll come out of my mouth.
That's what she said. No, disclaimer that we usually use is we're not for everyone, we're funny as hell, but if you have little ears or old ears or people who get offended easily ears, just get them out of the room.
On out.
But no, I think that our drink today is...
They loved hot cocoa.
With whipped cream. I don't know if you can see it now, but whipped cream with green and red sprinkles. So this is what we're drinking.
Miranda's amazing. I'm just going to say this on here because I have to give her 2 snaps with Z formation or whatever it's called. Yeah. This hot cocoa she made in a pan. I've never had hot cocoa in a pan. I literally looked at her and said, "What are you making?" And she goes, "Our hot cocoa." And I'm like, "In a pan?" I'm like, "What the hell?" She did it with Nestle Quick, and then she did it with some delicious vanilla bean. Was it liquor? Extract.
But it used to be liquor. It's a homemade one.
Yeah, a homemade one in the pan. I don't know if you heard me on that. In a pan, hot cocoa in a pan. And then we added peppermint vodka, little Baileys, some Ready Whip. Yeah.
And very important, red and green sprinkles.
Red and green sprinkles. We'll get into that. It's a thing. So that's why we chose this. So shall we?
Cheers.
Cheers. Your glass says fuck all over it.
Mm-hmm. My husband got it for me. A cup of fuck offie.
Yeah. We decided to wear a little bit of a Christmas cheer since it's kind of a holiday. Well, it is a holiday. How the Grump say Christmas is a holiday. And it is the holiday. I mean, we're 4 days?
What is today?
3 days.
We're 3 days.
3 days away from Christmas. So, are you guys ready? We are.
Drink up, Grinches.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Right here.
All right. So, name of the book, we already covered that. How the Grump Saved Christmas. Claire Kingsley.
I said it wasn't a series. You said it is.
So, it's not a series. It's a standalone, but it's part of a series. The series is the Bailey Brothers. We haven't read any of those. Mm-hmm. They did say a Bailey in here, so you can kind of get a portion of that little snippet of story.
Oh, the Baileys and
Anika. And
there's the 2 families that rival each other.
The something or other Harveys. The Harveys and the Baileys are Harveys? I think it's the Harveys.
I think it is too. I think you're right.
Anyway, so they have this whole thing. So basically what the author says is that it takes place in the Bailey Brothers series in Tillicum, Washington, which I'm not going to lie, I Googled it.
Is it real?
No.
Oh.
Makes me sad because I want to go to the Christmas Village. Anyway.
It's probably another town name, but I bet it's there somewhere.
So they have...
It's probably
we have Tillicum.
It's probably Toledo. That has such. I want to go shopping in Toledo so bad. Is it Toledo?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not Toledo. What am I thinking of? It's between Yelm and right outside of Rainier. It's this little like strip of, they have so many cutesy little like antique shops and stuff.
I have no idea.
Oh my God, I want to shop in that town, but it's not called Toledo. Toledo's by my mom.
Girls trip.
Yes, I'll have to figure it out. I know what it is.
Anyway, it says it takes place in the same town.
Okay.
And the time lines up with one of the Bailey brothers' books, which she says it's book 6.
Oh.
So there's apparently a lot of brothers.
I didn't know she had that many books. Wow.
Yeah, so she's got a lot. So we've definitely got, like, we're going to have to put her on our bigger ones. If you want
our TBR.
It's so long, though.
Oh,
we have to stop going to Barnes & Noble. We can't.
Well, we have to quit doing that, and I can't do any more Kindle-free days. I have so many books saved up for free. You have no idea.
I would have to quit my job, quit being a mom.
And if Facebook wasn't such a freaking stalker, all they ever do is give me books to read.
New authors, Willow Winters.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my God.
I just bought some of her, well, I'm cheap. And I really want the Decadent series, but they're hella expensive. So I just purchased Miranda and I for the Christmas season. She had some damaged books on her little like reel or something off Facebook, I think I saw. Yeah. So I got 2 of them. So we'll see what we get.
I'm excited.
But one of these days when we're rich and famous, I'm going to get a big box from her.
Oh my God, if you guys have never gone to Willow Winter's site and see her pack a large mystery box.
They're so cool. She put so much merch in there, and just like everything is like, if you tell her what the person is into and all of that, she does it.
So many different book covers. Anyway, this is not a
and we haven't read anything by her. But we did buy a book by her at Barnes and Noble's on our last little girl date that we did with
my girlfriend Carla.
Yeah, Carla. Carla was here from Chicago, which, Carla, you never read any of our books. Did you start Priest yet?
Probably not.
Probably not.
Am I blurry?
To my offense.
No,
a little bit. Okay, back to Claire Kinsley's book about how the Grump saved Christmas.
Okay.
Favorite
part of the book.
Go ahead.
That it was quick. Because I know that's terrible to say. That's
favorite part of the book, it was quick read.
No, because we read a lot of books that are like, I don't know. This is one that it made you feel the Christmas feels. So it got you more in the holiday spirit. Christmas is a chaotic time. Yep. You know, I decorate and it gets more, but you don't decorate too much. You know what's so funny? And I'm going to say this out loud because this was a conversation my boyfriend and I had. So Miranda does an amazing job. She has like 27 totes of stuff that she puts out, and her whole house is decorated beautiful, and I'm always so jealous. I don't have 27 totes. I have about a tote and a half. Because I've never been good at decorating, but I have this little tiny thing, which I have animals, and so they've broken pieces. So now I'm down to 1 reindeer. I don't even have a Santa. I have a cookie jar, but he's a Santa in a sleigh. So I use the cookie jar in it. It doesn't make any sense, but bear with me. So I set this whole scene up on our, underneath our television because my boyfriend was like, are we going to decorate? Well, I guess we could try. And so I did this one day last week. I can't remember. I think it was on a Friday. And I was like, so proud of myself. And I mean, granted, he's been working a lot of hours. Okay, this is totally off subject, but I'm sorry, I have to get this out. So, he comes in, and I swear he looked at it, but he said nothing. Okay, now, what does that do to a woman? I'm sorry. Like, say something. Yes,
like anything. So
acknowledge
he didn't.
I did it.
So I'm in the kitchen. I'm making my HelloFresh meal, and shout out to HelloFresh. And I was like, I don't know if you saw.
Not sponsored.
I don't know if you saw the little Christmas thing. I know it's nothing like Miranda's house. And then this is what he said. Why is this a competition? Miranda. And I go, well, it's not. I'm just saying she has such a glorious Christmas scenario going on downstairs, everywhere, probably upstairs in her bedroom. She probably has a tree there too. I don't know.
I thought about it this year.
And anyway, it was so funny because he's like, quit comparing yourself. I'm like, I'm not. I'm just saying. I just want you to acknowledge my little piece of my little two-foot piece. Yes. So anyway, yes, she does decorate for Christmas, and I don't even know where that came from, but anyway, back to you.
So. No, I was saying this book, it was quick and easy read because since we are so busy during the season, I read it in one day. Granted, my family realizes that when I'm reading a book for Blurry, that they leave me alone like it's a job, which is great. I mean, granted, it's usually 2:00 in the morning when I finish a book, but bless you. I also said that his assistant Alice,
Bitch.
I love her.
Hold on. Let me figure out.
Figure out what book we're talking about, please.
Oh no, Alice is wonderful. My bad. Alice has the daughter with the special needs. Yes. No, sorry. She's not a bitch. I was thinking back to the one that watched them have sex.
Oh, that was last pod. That was last.
Sorry. Wrong assistant.
Wrong one.
Yeah.
Oh, his assistant is great.
Yeah, she's amazing.
And then the squirrels. The squirrels.
Yes. Oh, yes. Everywhere.
Oh, so many squirrels.
So many
My
squirrels.
brother and I have a joke about squirrels. My brother's nickname for me is Squirrel Nut.
Squirrel nuts?
It's been for a long time. Because I do this. I'm like, la la la. La 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 la. So I have the attention span of a squirrel. Freaking A.
Woo.
Okay.
Okay. You want to know my favorite part?
Yes.
So my favorite part was when Isabel, or Izzy, or whatever they called her, and Elias brought the Christmas dinner and everyone to his aunt and uncle's
Oh
to
my
make
God.
their holiday. So Elias's parents
Hate him.
didn't want him. They just honestly, he shoplifted, and as soon as he did that, they ixed him out of his life. And his aunt and uncle, I wrote their names down. Aunt Hattie and Uncle Dale were the parents he never had. And honestly, did you get a lot in the end of that? Oh, and he, until it almost takes the whole book for him to realize what the love that they had for him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he never really felt like he had anyone that loved him.
Yeah.
And he overheard somebody saying something, and
basically calling him out behind his back about his shit.
Yeah, and how he never really showed up for them at Christmas, and Christmas was a big deal for them. Like, was it what did they go to? It was like a
it was a Christmas,
like
the society, like,
some sort of home. It was like a town thing that they were participants in, because they wanted that. And for him to bring that to their house on Christmas, I cried. I got all teary. I was like, such a heartfelt show to them that he loves them.
So, was that your favorite part, or is that also the one that stuck with you the most? Because mine are two different things.
No, that wasn't what stuck with me the most.
So, the one that stuck with me the most, which is what made me think to wear the ugly sweater.
I'm getting drunk on the sled. What does it say?
Oh, instead of getting drunk on a plane, I'm getting drunk on a sleigh. That's Dirk Bentley.
Oh, cute.
This is Dirk Bentley.
Right.
Anyway, it's what encouraged me to wear the Christmas sweater today.
Okay, I'm ready.
Because when he showed up towards the end of the book wearing his ugly sweater,
Elias saving the Christmas.
Yes! Oh my God.
He brought everyone together, and even himself.
Oh!
That was my scene that stuck too.
Look at you! Frick yeah!
I loved that he got out of his box.
Yes!
And yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah. I would say my least favorite part is what they went through and all the wasted years. Because
so many wasted years.
Was it like 15 years? So they were high school sweethearts.
And something happened. Where he just left. And that was the end of them.
Yep.
And that's all they ever talked about. They never talked about anything else.
They didn't say why until later in the book, and we won't ruin that. We're not going to
say that why. But
no. But honestly, they could have had a remarkable life together, most likely, if they didn't have, if they could have communicated during that time. Yeah. This book wouldn't have never happened. I mean, because they would have had this beautiful love story. I mean, maybe it would have happened with some crazy.
Maybe it could into a hot and heavy romance.
It could have been a hot and heavy romance, because they definitely had chemistry.
Alternate ending, maybe? I don't know. They did have chemistry. Would you read another book by this author?
100.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, but here, let me tell you why. For my taste, this was adorable.
Cute.
I think adorable is a good word for this. Her other books, those are more my alley. They're a little spicier, a little cute.
Let me see. Another
Okay.
one of my favorite parts was Elias going to the hospital to be there for her when her dad fell.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he just left
left.
his house, drove all the way to Tillicum, which I want to say was, did they make it seem like it was like
It was over the pass.
Yeah, it was over the pass, yeah.
Which anybody who lives in the Pacific Northwest knows that if you're going over the pass, that's a thing. And he drove a Tesla. The one thing I had, okay, this, I'm going to say my least favorite that just came to me.
Go for it.
The fact that you drove a Tesla over the pass in December.
Unrealistic.
Bullshit.
Well, who knows? Maybe he had one of those more aggressive Teslas. There's so many models.
The Teslas come out with an aggressive one?
Well, I mean the bigger, fatter ones. Do you know what I mean? There's the sleek models and then there's the bigger, fatter ones. I don't know. 200 of them got recalled, or 200,000 or whatever recalled them. Did you hear that?
I did, but I have a hard time, like, when I was picturing this Tesla going over the pass, I was like, bitch, my Dodge would barely make it.
So true, though. So true.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay, so did it impact your mood?
It was cute.
I said yes. I felt bad for their pass, his parents canning him, and their unfortunate, can't finish that sentence,
Yeah.
and the misunderstanding of what happened.
Yeah.
Definitely the heat level for me was a 1.
Oh, damn. I put 0 heat. Kind of a door shut.
I mean,
I said it was kind of door shut. Basically,
Yeah.
what I mean by that is, they mention it, they're clearly having sex.
yeah,
They reference it, but it's always as soon as something starts happening, the door just shuts. And we change topics.
Yeah, it's not descriptive in any facet of the mind.
Right.
You just know it's happening.
Yes, it's very much like a,
Yeah.
oh, that happened behind that closed door.
Yeah, exactly.
So, was the connection believable? Yes.
Yep.
From the very beginning.
Why did I write, yes, Isabel, in parentheses, I said 12 Bell. Sassy.
She is sassy.
Yeah, I said Isabel, and I put 12, comma, Bell in parentheses. Like when she was 12, is a hard ass. Love her. Don't take shit attitude. Elias is a grump, but has a huge heart buried beneath his icy heart. That's what I wrote.
Oh, I love icy exterior.
Yeah. Yeah.
Saucy Christmas-loving farm girl. That's how I explained her.
And she is a badass.
Oh.
Like, she can do everything.
She's amazing. One of their farm equipments, like, broke down, and her first reaction was like, oh, well, I'm just going to get under and start fixing it. I would cry.
Yeah. And what I love, so, there's so many, like, they go back in time, back then, like a couple of times throughout the book to when they were younger.
Mm-hmm.
And Elias, the male character, they have a ass named Horace. And that ass never liked him. And there's that part, remember, where he gets in charge of moving Horace? And there's
Horace bit him in the nuts.
Yes, yes. There's some pretty good parts in there that make you laugh out loud, too.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I loved, so a couple of my standout quotes. I loved, I'm trying to remember what Alice's daughter's name was. Maddie. She said, is there a rock in your chest? She asked Elias this because his last name is Stoneheart.
Yeah.
And because of his name, that's why she asked it. And then she says, my brain has trouble talking to my legs.
Oh,
But you have a heartbeat.
Yep.
Remember her saying that?
Yep.
I love that little girl. So yeah, I was way off on the assistant. Alice is great.
For sure. And
speaking of that, Alice is falling for her ex that she works with.
Izzy's
ex that she works with, because it didn't work out.
My favorite part is it starts off as like a corporate head honcho dude who thinks he's all that, and his assistant who she won't take any shit.
No.
None. But then she has worked with him for 3 years and he knows nothing about it at all.
My lips are so numb.
But when they go to Tillicum to do what they need to do,
he thinks he's going to get out there and just make it happen.
He thinks he's the shit.
Yeah.
But then Alice and him have this moment together, and he admits some stuff to Alice about Izzy and about the situation. And she goes, I could tell by the way you looked at her. And he's like, how did I look at her? And she says, like you wanted to jingle her bells. I groaned. Fine. You want to deck her halls with, stop. No more holiday sex puns.
Alice is funny.
She's funny. And I was reading this downstairs because it looks super cute, right? And it is. But I was reading it downstairs, like the family is watching TV, somebody else is doing crafts, somebody else is sitting on the couch with me, my youngest is, and I'm reading this, and I start laughing, and she looks at me and goes, why are you laughing? And I was like, because my book is funny. And she goes, but you're reading a book. And I was like, and it's hilarious. So I laughed, and she goes, but it's not like a movie or something. And I'm like, yes, in my brain it is.
Yeah.
And it's funnier than hell.
Mm-hmm.
So,
because we're on the same lines, like when we're reading a book,
it's all happening.
We're there.
It's all
we're
happening
there.
Here. Yeah.
Like I'm in that town.
Yep.
And I'm there.
I'm in Christmas Village. I'm at the gingerbread house. I'm at the candy cane place.
I'm painting. I'm putting up shit. Yes, all of it. All of it.
Yes.
So one of my fave quotes that I wrote, I'm not sure if the author wrote this. I don't know where I found it. I should be better about where I find this stuff, but it literally says 2 big feelings, complications, and the friends who help you find your way through them.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that. I don't know where you found it. I don't know if it's in here.
I don't know if it's in the front of the book or what.
I don't know.
But that was one thing. Yeah.
The author did note, so, like, we're on to notes, and a couple things I wrote down is, one, the author does note that she wanted to write a Christmas story, and she took a lot of things from the Scrooge. Mm-hmm. So, from the Christmas Carol, the past, present, and future, which is like what this book is written like, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, and I don't want to ruin.
I don't want to
ruin it for them.
Ruin it.
What did I say?
Ruin.
Isn't that ruin?
Ruin.
Oh, you have to say it like that? I don't want to ruin. I'm really bad at pronunciation. But anyway, I don't want to ruin this for you. But Elias being this guy who wants to be the top of everything, and then going through this whole book, he will literally melt your heart with his, what's the word I'm looking for? His
charisma,
giving ability. What he does for not only Izzy and her family, but for Alice and Maddie. He's like the 100% swoon worthy.
Oh, you said it.
I'm just saying, he turns out to be not only the Grump who saved Christmas, but he's the Grump that saved so many people's lives. Like, really,
I get it.
I guess that's deep.
I get it.
But he did. He really did.
I like it. I'm gonna tell you though, for me, I like my swoon-worthy men to be a little darker.
Well, I mean, you don't know
little meaner, a little different.
You don't know what happened behind those doors.
That's true. The door always closed before we could tell.
Mean,
so
they
maybe
could have used light bulbs in a weird way. I don't know. Or not light bulbs. You know what I meant? Like Christmas lights. Anyway, like your TikTok video where she's putting on where the things need to. Anyway, on to I literally wrote here 0 shots to tell anybody about this book. Okay.
Same.
And I said Alice's character was a good mix of don't take shit and sweet. Yeah. I loved Maddie too, and Cole the farm guy. He was cute.
So I did.
Yes, and his aunt and uncle, they let him pick out the first year they had him. Yeah. They let him pick out the ugliest tree, and he did it on purpose because he was a little shit back then.
Because he didn't think he thought they were just pacifying him.
Yeah, because his parents didn't want him, so they just didn't think that they actually loved him, and they did, and so that's why they let him pick this ugly ass tree. Yep. And they brought it home, and then they even still his ornament. Every year, this ornament.
It was squirrel.
Yeah. The book was.
I don't know why I screamed at you.
I don't know either. And I don't know when I was tying a bow or something.
Yeah,
I'm not
you
sure
were saying it was perfect. Chef's kiss for an opera.
What is the name of that new quarterback? It was, what's his name? The quarterback, Vinny. The one that they're talking about, the new quarter.
Ours?
Yeah, no, not ours.
Oh.
He's on the Giants. Vincent something, and they call him Vinny Cold Cuts, or I don't know what. Never mind.
How many cocktails? Because we rate our books to cocktails. No. That's how many shots to tell people. Absolutely. Coworkers, friends, family, 0. How many cocktails is this? 1 to 5. 5 being amazing. 0 being you're never
I'm gonna go
touch it.
4. Point.
I have 4.
5.
Clearly, I shortened the word cocktails. I
She
said 4
had
cocks.
4 cocks. It was a good, cute. If you want
Very
a holiday-ish book to make you feel good, to get you in the holiday spirit, because some people, I mean, even me, really, you need a boost to get you going. Life is busy.
Yep.
Life sucks sometimes, and you just need it. This is it.
Oh, for sure. My notes. Makes you want to curl up by a fire with snow and cocoa. Also, I want this place to be real.
Yeah. Which is why we did the cocoa, because it was a big deal for them.
It was a very big deal.
Yeah.
Anyway, 4 cocktails from us. It was amazing.
Good job, Claire.
Yes, Claire, as always, wonderful book. Bacon, as always.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.